Hello my lovely angels, this is your girl Sim, back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi! So I'm kind of back on track with my reviews and my filming and everything, and today again I have a haul for you. This is entirely a PR and it's specifically only from two brands. It's Paris Corner and Khadlaj, who have been consistently sending me some PR. And some perfumes from these are new and some are quite old. But before I start, Beauty World Middle East, which is like a big deal, right? For anybody who's into anything to do with beauty. It's the biggest exhibition for makeup, hair care, perfumes, packaging, and like a lot of other stuff, which it's B2B and B2C. So everybody like from all over the world, they come, they participate, they come to get authorized dealerships, and it's like a whole exhibition thing, you know the works, right? So all the brands have been like sending me invites and everything, but I especially wanted to show you the one Khadlaj sent me. I have 5 perfumes that are separate, but there is a little bit of a, like, you know, I was just so happy, so I just wanted to share it with you. So of course they always send it to you in this big purple Khadlaj box, you know, it's very on brand. And okay, it's so cute. Like they sent me like a couple of very interesting things. Okay, so first of course is the invite for Beauty World, and then they've sent me a little handwritten note, which is awesome. Dear Simin, as a part of the Khadlaj family, we warmly invite you to join us at Beauty World 2024. It's going to be a wonderful gathering of beauty enthusiasts, and your presence would make it even more special. Looking forward to seeing you. With love, Team Khadlaj. It's so cute. I thought it was like so sweet. Now, they sent me one perfume, which I cannot review as of now. This is from their, you know, Musk range. You see those 2 bottles over there. I have a third one as well, which is the Oud Classic. They have an entire range. So this is one of them, and this one is called Musk Amber. So I will review this. I've seen the bottle, I've smelled the perfume, but unfortunately I cannot reveal this right now. It'll only be after Beauty World. So hold on. Then they sent me this little cute jute, what do you call this, pouch? And then they have sent me 2 Bakhur samples. I'll try these out. And then the best part was this pouch. First of all, the pouch itself is like stunning, but what's inside is even more awesome. They have sent me samples of everything they had released in the last Beauty World. So I'll be able to review some of the perfumes which I had not reviewed earlier. And then they sent me this package. Then they sent me this little box, and it has a little Khadlaj mug in it. It's a cappuccino cup, coffee cup, you know. It's pretty cute. I really like it. It's really like minimalistic. It's nice. So I just wanted to share this one with you. I'm sure it was a lot of effort that went into making this, you know, invitation box, and they did not just like dump perfumes in it. You know, they made it a little special, which is what I like. I really am so excited to try the Bakhurs especially, and the other perfumes which I have tried in their shop. But of course, you know, because when you go to the shop, you try so many things, and then it's all out of my mind, you know. Now, since we started with Khadlaj, let me share 2 perfumes with you. From this range, I have only the Sensuous Night, you know, that's the only one I have. So today I have the Ombre Note and Musk Couture. Let me start with the Musk Couture first. The bottle is, of course, their iconic bottle. It is so beautiful. And the moment I saw this in the shop, actually, Bushra very randomly showed it to me. And she was just like, can you let me know what you think about this perfume? And I told her, why didn't you show this to me before? And she told me it was not in production because it was out of stock, which is why she didn't send it to me. But it's back now. So I was like, okay, let me try this. Both of these perfumes are for $35 each in the Khadlaj, on the Khadlaj website. It's like the moment you spray it, you can smell it so strongly. Even in the shop, it was such a strong perfume because, you know, in the shop when you spray perfumes, it's like so many perfumes you've sprayed and you're overwhelmed and you need to smell the coffee beans again and again. This was that perfume that even despite of like all the million perfumes I had sprayed over there, this one just stood out, you know. My first impression was this is like such a cold perfume. It's very intimidating, but it's very wearable. Normally, like these cold, intimidating perfumes, it's a little bit like, okay, should I just wear this for clubbing or for major events and stuff? This one, I feel that you can wear it everywhere. First of all, this has like a strong earthy quality also going on. It's not a watery quality, it's an earthy quality. By the way, I'm not sure what this is a dupe of because I have not smelled anything like this before. If you're thinking, okay, just because it has watery quality, is it like the Noir Loch? But it's not, you know, the Matière Première, no. The Matière Noir by Louis Vuitton, it's not like that at all. Because this doesn't have like the rose, the oud, those components are not there at all. But at the same time, it has like a very woody, airy, it's almost like ozonic thing going on. But at the same time, it has like some very important notes, like very heavy notes. So it's not like Baccarat Rouge or something. It's not that ozonic. I just said ozonic a while ago. And yeah, top notes are bergamot, jasmine, hyacinth and rhubarb. Middle notes of lily of the valley and amber. And the base notes of musk and tonka bean. Just to let you know, none of these notes make sense to me. To me, this smells very, yeah, the floral notes are there for sure. There's a very strange earthy woody note, which is super prominent. So I don't know where that is coming from. It's not vetiver. It could be some form of patchouli, but it's a dry, almost like a dirty patchouli. It's not the sweet patchouli. I also feel there's like moss in it. There's some very strong earthy notes. That's what I'm trying to say. So I feel like this is like a floral musk, but it has like very strong earthy notes in it. I'm sure the bergamot and everything is doing something because it feels very cold, right? And also like jasmine, it's not your indolic jasmine. Your rhubarb is like, for me, non-existent. You know my problem with the rhubarb. It can be very sharp for me. It can be a little bit like that, not sour. I don't want to use the word sour, but it kind of hits you behind the ear, you know? Like that rhubarb gives me that feeling. And this doesn't have that. So I don't know where that rhubarb is coming in. But you do have an amber and musk in here, which is very proprietary Khadlaj, you know, because their musks are a little like different. I feel like Narciso is like a brand from Western perfumes that have like a very signature musk. And Khadlaj also has like their signature musk, which is very different from the other musks. So it's a woody, earthy, cold perfume with hints of florals, musk and amber. This is the best way I can describe this perfume. It's a strange perfume. It's not easy to describe it because it smells like perfume. It doesn't smell like components of a perfume. So it's blended very well. It's not sharp. It's very wearable. The longevity, I would give this probably 6 to 7 hours. You do need to respray it after 6 to 7 hours. And the projection is like 2 to 3 feet, depending on how much you spray. If you spray more, of course, it'll project more. And you should not spray this perfume heavily because you will feel suffocated, yeah? It is airy, it is earthy, it is cold, but at the same time, it's quite strong, so you need to be careful. It has no Middle Eastern vibe in this, despite being your amber musk, you know, it doesn't feel at all like a Middle Eastern perfume. Now, the weather part of it is a little like tricky because I feel it's all day, all weather, but it's really cold, so I don't know in winter, will I want to pull out this perfume where I'm already feeling cold and would I? So I feel this is like best for spring, summer nights, you know, where you really don't want to feel sticky or anything. This is like the anti-sticky. You spray this and all the stickiness goes away, you know. My rating for this is a 10 out of 10. It's a beautiful fragrance. As a matter of fact, today I'm going to wear this perfume. Actually, I say that for every perfume I use and then I end up picking up a completely random perfume. So before I close this video, I'll let you know which perfume I'm going to use today. The celebrity I thought of was Tilda Swinton because I had given her CD and Untold as well. But you know, when it's like this airy, cold, ozonic kind of sense, I don't know why she comes to mind. It's very out of the world, a little ethereal, which is why her face comes in front of me. And the color perception for this one is steel grey. It literally feels cold. It's kind of this color, but I would make it a little darker. The next one we have is Ombre Notes. The same box, but it's golden brown. That one was silver grey. The bottle is the same. The bottles are very cute, I feel. Look at that. So pretty. So those are the bottles, you know. I really like matching bottles. Like, see, now the Ophidian is there, you know. The Nassim perfumes are there. I like keeping all the lookalikes together. Now, what does Ombre Note smell like? I really like the name, Ombre Notes, you know. It's like Ombre Notes. I was really like, does it feel like ombre? It actually feels like a wave. So, I don't know about ombre, but it feels like wave of oud. The funny part is there's no oud mentioned over here. But I can smell like a prominent oud in this. The top notes mentioned here are bergamot, musk, middle notes of geranium, caramel and musk, and the base notes of amber and cedar wood. I can smell a very, very strong caramel note with the oud and the geranium. Yes, with the freshness of bergamot for sure. A lot of musk and amber and woody notes. It's a very simple perfume. When you smell it, you might feel like a little overwhelmed because it's definitely an oud fragrance. I can smell the oud. It's a little animalic oud. I will not say it's a barnyardy oud. It's an animalic oud. Let's say the perfume starts with like the bergamot, musk and amber together along with that caramel. The bergamot and caramel is like very interesting together because caramel, while it's a thick, sweet gourmand note, like its stark opposite is like the bergamot. So you would think that they will not gel together. But when they're mixed together, they turn into this weird note, which is like very, very interesting. Then of course comes the geranium. It's like unmistakable. It's there. But it's not there in a fashion where you feel like this is like a geranium or rose forward perfume. Geranium and rose like kind of mimic each other sometimes, you know. But in here you can smell it as a geranium and not a rose. But here it's done like in a, let's say it's like 20% the geranium. Even less, probably 18%, you know. So it's not very strongly out there. What I smell the most strongly is the caramel, the bergamot and the oud. Now I know when I'm saying all these notes it's not making sense to you, but try and imagine like a bergamot opening with musk and caramel, and then your geranium comes in along with your base notes of oud and some woody notes. That's it. That's what the perfume is. Now while it is like, I'm making it sound very simple, of course when you smell it, it smells like a concoction which you probably feel is very, very Middle Eastern, and it's definitely heavy on the Middle Eastern vibe. I think it's unisex. A guy can pull this off, girl can pull this off. It's a very mild kind of oud. It's not very heavy that you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's too much. But it's definitely quite sweet. But it's weird that both of these perfumes, they smell airy, which is like the common denominator in this, right? This to me is like all day, but fall, winter. You can pull this off in summer as well, but in the evenings, probably spring, summer, right? But only if you're going out or something. This is not your casual occasion perfume for sure. You need to be dressed up like nicely to wear this perfume. Anything that contains like this heavy oud and especially with sweet notes like caramel, I don't think this can be like casual wear. You can wear this for date nights, dinners, you know, things like that as well. My rating for this is a 9 out of 10. I do like the Musk Couture a lot more because it's just like a very strange, cold, earthy note. See, now when I'm smelling it, just smells like air and soil together. And then you have your florals in between, like, you know, like in whiffs. Very beautiful. This one is a little heavier. It's a little, tell me if you've smelled this perfume. Let me know if you smell the oud in this. Because I really, really do smell the oud. They've written cedar wood. They've not written woody notes. If they put woody notes, I would have thought it's a mixture of different woods that's giving me that oudy feeling, right? This is like unisex, but I feel for some people it might be leaning masculine. So you need to try this before you buy it. For me, personally, it's a unisex. The Middle Eastern vibe in this is definitely high. I can feel like it's a modern Middle Eastern perfume. The projection for this is like 3 feet at least. The longevity is 7 to 8 hours, you know. It does kind of become like this sweet scent on your skin, and the scent bubble reduces, but it does stay on your skin for 7 to 8 hours. This perfume actually doesn't go away. It stays, yeah. And the celebrity I had given this to was, I recently watched this Rebel Moon, and while I don't think Atticus Noble would smell like this, but I do feel Ed Skrein, the actor who played that role, would smell like this. Attractive, but at the same time it's very, I don't know, it has a little bit of an animalic quality, and it's definitely smelling like somebody who takes care of himself, and which is why Ed Skrein, I mean, if you have seen him training and everything, you'll be like baffled how somebody can make their body look like that, you know. So although Khadlaj has made this like a golden brown, I don't think this smells this color golden. It does smell like a gold. It smells like a metal, like it smells coppery, you know. I'll try to put a picture over here, the color association for this. Now I have 3 perfumes for you from Paris Corner. The first one was teased very, very nicely on their channel, and everybody started freaking out. They were like, oh my gosh, what is that? It's Khayal. Now the packaging is ordinary, like all the boxes, actually no, the other 2 are nice. These, so far what the boxes have done, they look very, very ordinary. What I like about this is this vintage looking bottle. Look at this. Doesn't this look like the talcum powders you used to get like when we were like, I mean, when I was a kid, I'm old, so you know. It has a little stud. It's very pretty. And what it smells like is not exactly, but I feel the inspiration is from Valaya by Perfumes de Marly. Now, if I sit and compare this to, because you know I have Valaya, I've tested it, tried it. Closer one is the Afnan Mystique Bouquet. The opening of this is very, very, very different from your Valaya. This one has a very strong orange opening, but like it feels like orange candy. Doesn't feel like a realistic orange. So while Valaya was like all the way through airy, let's think of it, this one as a very fruity Valaya. Yeah, that would be like the best way of describing this. So in the opening you have bergamot and bright orange. It's definitely very, very wake me up. Like you smell this and you literally feel like, you know, in the morning when you drink like a fresh cup of orange juice, how you feel after that, like very, very fresh. It gives you that feeling. The top notes are bergamot and bright orange in the opening, middle notes of white, grapefruit and woody notes, and the base notes are musk and white amber. So there's lots of white stuff, you know. Anyhow, yes, the opening is very bergamot and orange, but the orange does smell to me like a candy orange, not like a realistic orange. The grapefruit is also not very strongly grapefruit. Now they're saying white grapefruit. I honestly do not know what that means. Does it smell like a normal grapefruit that we eat? No, it does not. It does have a little bit of the sweet part of the grapefruit and not really the bitter part, because when you think of a grapefruit, you imagine this strong bitter citrus, right? This is not a bitter citrus at all. And then you have your woody notes, your amber and your musk, which is your base notes. But just like Valaya, it does have like this watery, at the same time this airy quality about it. When you smell this, you will initially not feel like this smells like Valaya, but the more it dries down, the more like Valaya it gets, which is why I tell you, this probably is an inspiration, it's not an exact dupe. And you know, the citruses are also kind of translating into peach. Maybe it's like a mental thing because the color of the bottle is like orange, but it also kind of looks like peach. But you know, the first time I smelled it, I was like peach. I did not think orange. But then when I read the notes and when I smelled it, I was like, no, wait, it is orange, you know? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, like sometimes it smells like peach and sometimes it smells like orange. But not the bitter peach, the actual nice, sweet, juicy peach. Now this one has been sent to me and to several other people as PR, but I think it's not available. So once Paris Corner releases their perfumes on their platform, normally like within a week or 2 weeks, like the perfume is online as well. So I'm sure by the time I release this video, maybe it's already online, I'm not sure. But as of now, it is not. Now, while in the opening, it was like a Valaya with like a very, very strong fruity opening. In the dry down becomes Valaya with like the floral, what we expect the Valaya to be, right? So that's why I'm saying the dry down starts smelling more like Valaya. The longevity is like insane on this. It's monster. I was not expecting it. This perfume lasted me 8+ hours, and that's not a joke. 8+ hours for a perfume like this, which is actually a very fruity, floral and airy perfume. I didn't expect it. So it definitely has like monster projection and monster longevity. The projection is like 2 feet, so it doesn't like project like crazy, but the longevity is like 8+ hours for sure. It's very, very feminine, and I would expect to wear this like during spring and summer. You need to be dressed up in like summer dress, like florals, very like light clothing, and then it'll smell gorgeous. My rating for this, I'm not sure if I should give this an 8 or a 7.5. Let's give it an 8. Okay, let me be more positive this morning. So let's give it an 8. While I know I'm not gravitating towards it right now, it's a beautiful fragrance. If you are obsessed with the DNA of Valaya, go for this one, because this is like a more fruity take on the Valaya. The celebrity I've allocated to this is Carrie Mulligan. And the color that I thought of was this color, tender peach. Like a very tender peach color. This is not orange, guys, by the way. Yeah, it looks like a very peachy color. Next, we have the next two perfumes. I saved these two perfumes for the last because they're so heady, so heady. Let me be prepared for it. First is Rua. This one is Rua Radiant Roses. So we have the other Rua as well, which I've not tried. I love the packaging. Okay, it's very bold. Slides open like this. And then you have your bottle in here. Online it looks like a little fatty magugu bottle, but it's actually a skinny bottle like that, you know. And it has this tassel. The color is like electric pink, which is beautiful. I thought this is like, you know, it might not be my aesthetic, but I do love a nice, quirky, cute bottle, you know. The rose on the top also has this pink accents. It's nice. And it has this edge. It looks like it's broken or like unfinished glass, you know. What does it smell like? I should have not sprayed two sprays. It should have been one spray. Anyhow, I don't even have to like put this on my nose. You can smell it so strongly. It smells to me like a mix between Delina Exclusive and Hibiscus Mahajat. It has rhubarb. It has like a strong powdery note. It has like roses, like so much candied rose sugar. Like, I'm not even smelling it. I'm telling you, it's that strong. I have not even put the strip on my nose yet. I'm just telling you how it feels. It feels like a powdered candy, you know, like you took like rose candy with, I don't know, there's some fruits, but the roses are like, you know, but it was a candy. You crushed it, you made it into like a powder, and then you're wearing that powder on yourself. Okay, anyways, so it does, when you put it like closer to your nose, or if you wear like more of it, smells quite a bit like Delina Exclusive. But I'm telling you, it has like a lot of portion of Hibiscus Mahajat. You know, sometimes you're like iffy. Is this Hibiscus Mahajat? Is it because they're like quite similar? But obviously they're not the same perfume. This is like right in the middle. So of course I don't like it that much because it's Hibiscus Mahajat. Okay, I do like Hibiscus Mahajat more than Delina. I can still wear that one, you know. Like I told you guys, I've tried it a long time ago, and I know I told you guys I'll try it again. I'm trying to get my hands on a sample. I've requested the Ash perfume guy to like provide me with the sample. He's trying to get it for me, and that'll be the best if I have that sample in my hand. But I have Delina Exclusive. I smelled it. I don't want to smell it again, but this is like a mix between the two. This is only for $25 only on pariscorner.ae. Let me be very specific because I know people get quite upset when I tell them I bought it for that, and they're like, why are you saying that? That's not the price, you know. That's the price in UAE, and I tell you the prices I buy it at, so you have a comparison point of how much you're paying, and I let you know if it is worth, you know, that much or not. The top notes for this are bergamot, peach, chocolate, fresh citrus and lemon. Heart notes of rose, freesia, magnolia, sweet orange and floral jasmine. And the base notes of sandalwood, vanilla, sugar, heavy musk and soft amber and powdery notes. So basically all the notes. It's a lot going on. And the funny part is that there is no mention of rhubarb, but I can smell this green, sharp, super sharp green note. It smells like the stems, like freshly cut stems, but the stems were lying in the flower stems, you know. They were lying at the back of the boutique, and it's been lying there, wilted for some time. You know, it's kind of that green smell. Very, very strong green one. But forward, of course, is like a lot of florals, like so much florals. And like they've mentioned, they have rose, freesia, magnolia, that itself with jasmine, that, oh, it's all like such strong florals. So it's a very heady perfume. I don't want to talk too much about it because like I don't know what to tell you. The opening literally lasts for like not even a minute. Within a minute, like it jumps into your middle notes, and then you have your all the florals of jasmine, rose, freesia, magnolia, you know. It's insane. And it's very, very powdery. It starts smelling a little candy-ish. Like I feel everything in this is candied. All the florals in this are candied. The fruits in this are candied, you know. And they all got candied, and then they were frozen, and then you crushed it and made it into a powder. That's how it smells like to me. It's very, very strong. I know this could possibly be the making of a signature scent for a lot of people. It's just not for me. I cannot with this perfume. I cannot. It's too. No. Let me not say bad things about a perfume just because I don't like it, you know. Because I know so many millions of people love Delina. It was perfume of the year a couple of years ago. I didn't like it at that time. I still don't like it that much. It's not like I hate the perfume, but I'm not very fond of it, right? So with the risk of seeming a little arrogant with my choices, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, okay? It's not a bad score, right? It's a good perfume. I'm not saying it's a bad perfume. It's excellent. It's just not for me. And the celebrity I gave this to was Portia Doubleday. She does look like she would smell like this, like very like stuffy, you know. Okay, so mean what I just said. No, she does not look stuffy, but I feel like she would smell like this. Too late. I can't take it back. And the color projection for this was deep fuchsia. The color they've chosen is good. they chose an electric color, the electric fuchsia. I would call it more like a deep fuchsia. Now what's funny is that I would say Rua Radiant Roses smells like Delina exclusive plus hibiscus mahaja. This perfume is called Ibisco Nirvana. My tongue is like twisting so hard, like it's rolling inside, you know, with these words, hibiscus mahaja, Ibisco Nirvana, you know. I really do like the way this box opens, but I've forgotten how to open it. One sec. So it opens like this. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. The box is like very heavy, not heavy, but it's very strong, you know, and it feels like substantial in your hand. It doesn't feel like cheap or something. And the bottle is stunning. You know me, give me a minimalistic bottle any time of the day. I would prefer it over like fancy schmancy stuff like this. Like literally the perfume smells exactly how this is. The bottle looks like, the color, everything, you know. While in the camera, maybe it's not looking like a posh looking bottle. It is actually, because it has like this thick glass rim. It looks more like a crystal thing, and then you feel like you have like a precious liquid inside this crystal packaging. What does it smell like? It smells like hibiscus mahaja. This one is like for $40 on pariscorner.ae. There's a pigeon sitting outside there, and I'm getting so distracted, and the bugger keeps like staring at me because he's afraid. But why do pigeons do that? They don't fly off. They're like staring at you and they're so scared. They keep like making those little jerky movements. Like just fly off, dude, if you're so uncomfortable, you know. But he's just sitting there staring at me. Sorry, I took a detour there. So this one smells like hibiscus mahaja. The saving grace in this perfume is the mint, because while it's very... A second one joined in. Should I like film that? Let me see. I'll try to put a B-roll for you guys. Why am I born like this? Anyhow, top notes for this are lime, mint, leaves and blackcurrant. Middle notes of hibiscus, geranium, Damascus rose and cinnamon. And the base notes of vanilla, leather, amber and musk. To be honest with you, this is a perfume which I'm on the fence with. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I do not, you know. You have to be in the mood to wear a perfume like this. But I'm telling you, the saving grace is the mint. Because while the other notes are very heady and a little cloying, like think of these notes of hibiscus, of course. You have geranium and damask rose, so rosy. Then you have like your leather base, you know. The leather is not very strong, it's an interesting leather. But you have a lot of vanilla in this, and then you have blackcurrant, which is already like an overwhelming note in the opening. So while all these notes are like trying to fight each other with with who should be like the prominent note, they all are like being there like equally strong. The mint is just like calming them down, like putting like a salve on them, you know. So I do feel like because of that mint, it's just giving it this interesting facet, which I'm really liking. And I feel that this is going to change a lot with the maceration. Because initially when I made my notes, that mint was literally non-existent. I couldn't smell it. Now it's coming forward more and more. And now I feel it's a little bit more wearable. So I'm still a little bit on the fence with this one. But I'll still give it an 8 out of 10. Because I do like it. It's like a weird, niche, very niche smelling perfume. And you know me, I like that weirdness. This is one of those perfumes that people will definitely get interested in what you're wearing. And people might actually compliment you, but they don't have the guts to wear a perfume like this. It's that perfume. It's that perfume where people admire that you have the guts to wear it because it's like so out there. But no way in hell that they would go and purchase a perfume like this, you know. So the flowers in this, they smell like, you know how fruits become overripe? The flowers, when they are over bloomed, they become a little wilted, you know. And these flowers are smelling a little wilted, which is why it's giving it a little bit more of a goth feeling. It's not like fresh roses, geranium, all pretty picture, fairy tale, you know. No, it's a little goth. It's a little like dark. The cinnamon is there as a hint, and it's making the perfume like a little bit more interesting. The lime mint in the opening is what's giving it that freshness and everything that cuts through all those very cloying notes, which I think was very important in this perfume. Which is why I appreciate that mint note in this the most. In the base, you have vanilla, leather, amber and musk. They all are equally like there in the base. Nothing is like standing out. Not the vanilla, not the leather, not the amber, not the musk. Leather, you would expect it to be a little bit more prominent. Thank God it's not, because if it was, you would not be able to wear this perfume. Because already the florals are too strong, you know. And then you try to like put a leather note, which is also going to be strong. It would not work out. So I do like the composition of this perfume. Now that I think about it, Khadlaj Prestige Royal was also a hibiscus mahajat like inspiration, but they are smelling a little different. That smell more like water lily. If you remember, I said that like it smells like lotus, water lily. Smells like something in the water. This one does not. This one is not going into water lily, or it doesn't even smell watery. This smells more like your actual florals mixed with mint. Very, very nice. It's a very nice perfume. Probably I'll wear this like once in a month and I'll be happy with it. Now, if you're a fan of hibiscus, if you're a fan of hibiscus mahajat, if you're a fan of roses, you will love this perfume because it's the most like, oh my gosh, a celebrity just came to mind. This is Stevie Nicks. It's Stevie Nicks for sure. There's no doubt about it. Like it just like she just popped into my head, you know, with her long hair and you know her. Anyhow, and the color perception I have given this is a purple. A deep dark purple. This is definitely feminine. I think you can wear this in fall and winter. Projection 3 to 4 feet. Longevity 8+ hours. It's monster of a projector. And I'll end my video over here. I'm feeling so cold with the weather is changing. And it's rare that my hands get cold like this, and they are really, really cold right now. But the AC is on and it's on full blast on me. Because while filming, usually I sweat a lot and I start feeling like hot. My makeup gets distorted, the eyelashes start falling. If you remember my last disaster, you know, so like it's a good thing that I have the AC on me. I'm planning to, you know, after that whole lash incident, now I'm planning to get the lashes done again. Because I had gotten it done and then they all fell off. And they fell off so quickly. So you know what I did? I got a home kit. Because I'm like, you know what? Leave it. I don't want to go and sit in the parlor for so many hours, and then they do it and then within 3 days they're falling off like so quickly, and they shed like you start stressing out. You're like, what's happening, you know? But in 3 days it's just like all of them are falling off. You wash your face. I don't know, because I do wash my lashes. I mean, I would not wear anything that I cannot wash on my face. So I don't know, maybe I was not supposed to wash it, but I was washing it every day. The first day I did not, because she told me clearly don't wash it. But the second day onwards, I was like putting soap and stuff. So anyways, like all the lashes fell off in a matter of like a week or something, you know. So I'll just get it done myself. Why am I talking about lashes in a perfume review? Anyhow, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.